No, I love that with your journey with sobriety. And again, the other thing, we were talking about this earlier, going back to it, was you decided to take a break from acting.
Yeah.
Because you were doing this role, it was really tough and challenging.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, you need some time. And again, you were saying that was misconstrued. And I just, before we dive into why you needed to take a break and what was challenging about it, I just wanted to if you wanted to give context to that, and you don't have to, but if you wanted to, just to clarify what you meant and what was going on there.
It's only a break from acting because I'm an actor.
Yeah.
It's not like the acting itself. I just have been so lucky that in my life, I've been working so much. I just wanted to take a break. I just wanted to be in one place for a while. I wanted to be with my friends, be with my family, move into my house. So it wasn't necessarily, oh my God, I need to have a break from acting because it's too much. Yeah. I just needed to have a break from traveling and working. And also, I've done so much of my growing up on the road. I needed to do a lot of growing up at home, paying my water bill, paying my council tax and sorting out my bins and all that sort of stuff that they don't teach you at school, which I think there should be a lesson. I think there should be a lesson at school that's called life, which is like laundry, basic cooking. Like, I didn't realize you have to pay for your water. I just thought that was a luxury of living in England. That the water comes out the sky and then it comes out your tap. I was so behind on my water bill, I didn't realize. I'm up to date now, don't worry. So yeah, I just wanted to take this break. And it's a shame, again, talking about the press and how they can spin things. It's a shame that this year off has come after this incredibly hard job and that they kind of ran with this idea that, yes, the show did break me and yes, it was difficult, but I could have gone back to work. I was always planning on taking this break after this job. So thank you for giving me the time to sort of clarify that. I am loving having time off, and going back to work is something that isn't really on my radar yet. I'm just loving being with my family and my friends and enjoying, the fruits of my labor a little bit and traveling and seeing the world. Because, we get to see the world for work, but it's different.
Yeah.
Going off of your own accord and seeing these places and meeting people is what I love. I'm very social, which is one of the things I found so difficult about giving up alcohol, is because I was like, that's my key to my social life. And then I realized, I was like, no, you're just actually naturally a really social person. The alcohol is just an additive to that. Yeah. So get rid of it. So yeah, so my year off has been amazing. I'm loving it. I'm 7 months into it now. I have a job to go to, but obviously we're going through this writer's strike right now.
Yeah.
We're unsure as to where we are. I'm hoping that, the writers can make a deal and will be looked after as they should be, because it'd be great to get back to work, but I'm in no rush. I'm really loving some time at home.
Yeah. Because how old are you now?
27.
Yeah, and so if you've been working since you were 9, or at least later on into your teens, I think I think people forget that. And I coach personally a lot of musicians who go on tour a lot.
Sure.
And I just finished a 40-city world tour for my second book. And we did like 40 cities, maybe in like 75, 80 days, maybe. Like, it was intense. And we went all over the world. So we did like 15.
I've never done anything like that.
Yeah, it was intense. Did 15 cities in the US and then 25 cities around the world. Wow. And so we did everywhere from Paris, Amsterdam, Berlin, Melbourne. We did 3 shows at the Sydney Opera House, Brisbane, did Singapore, did 5 shows in India, did Dubai.
Wow.
Like it was amazing. I had one of the best experiences of my life. At the same time, I was reflecting on my music clients who have to do 100, 150 shows. Mm-hmm. A lot of them pull out of doing their tours. A lot of them announce, kind of like you're saying, I took a break.
Sure.
A lot of them will announce and say, you know what, guys, I can't finish. I can't do it anymore. And it's really interesting because I messaged some of them straight away saying, I always could understand why you needed that.
Sure.
Now I actually have actual empathy for you.
100%.
Because now I'm on the road and I can see how displacing it is.
Sure.
And I'm older and I have a certain set of skills that help me with that based on my monk life and all the rest of it. But I can imagine if you've been touring since you were 15 years old, which is what a lot of these artists have done.
Yeah.
You've, like you just said, you grow up on the road.
Sure.
And then all of a sudden you're like, well, who am I and who are my friends and what is my life? And now everyone that I pay is my friend and that's the only friends I have. And and so it's really interesting how when you get a little glimpse into someone's life. And then on the last show I had was in Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Yeah, it was amazing. And the night before my last show, Live Nation, who was doing my show there, they also do Coldplay's tour, and they were like, do you want to come to watch Coldplay? I was like, I'd love to watch Coldplay. So I went the night before to watch Coldplay. It was unbelievable. They did 4 sold out shows of 65,000 people each night in Barcelona. And I went to watch the fourth night, and Chris Martin and the crew were just unbelievable.
Yeah.
And then I found out it was their 89th show. And I was thinking, gosh, like it is so hard. Like it's just so hard. And all their families are with them and traveling with them and all the rest of it. And so